Hello everyone, welcome back to Scottish Lad Does Darts Reviews. In today's review, we will be reviewing a set of the Unicorn John Lowe Phase 2 and 23 gram. If you want to see a review of the 21 gram, hop over to Darts Review channel where Darren has done an in-depth review of the 21 gram. But I'm doing 23, so let's get on with it. Right guys, here we go. We've got a nice close-up look to the Unicorn John Lowe Phase 2 and 23 gram. Also available in 21 gram. There is no soft tip included for these. These will come as barrels only, hence why I've got the Harrows set up on there with that black and yellow. I think it just goes really well with the setup. Comes supplied with the 28mm Unicorn silver points, which we'll go into a bit more detail in a second. Obviously, these are the darts that John Lowe uses. He uses the Unicorn Volute points in there, and obviously uses his standard setup. I couldn't quite find that on the interweb, so I thought I'd just use that. But let's get into the dart. Like I said, made by Unicorn, as you can see with the Unicorn logo in there. John Lowe's signature, and that 28mm standard silver Unicorn point. So decent point. If I was to scuff that up, I would have no need to change it, but just going with the aesthetic look at the dart, I probably will change it. The grip is very different in terms of the grip. It is a shark grip with an elongated lateral cut, pretty much all the way through the grip. Adds a little bit something different to it. The grip, overall grip level is a 3.5 on a scale of 1 to 5. I don't know how it's going to fare for front grippers because you've pretty much on the nose if you're a front gripper, but with most bomber style darts you do have to kind of adjust your grip. Like for me as a rear gripper, I'm gripping from here. I actually slightly moved my grip forward to here, so I did have some of that shark grip to be able to do the review. The point did slip out the board a little, but I scuffed it up a tiny wee bit and it makes a hell of a difference. Carbon ST stems by Harrows, I added them on as the yellow and the Harrows Sonic pair flights, simply because it makes the dart look really nice in my opinion. So I've still got points to change, which you will see coming soon. But the dart themselves, level 3.5 grip, quite a grippy dart, there's no second guessing that. The grip at the rear for a rear gripper, there's abysmal. You catch the lateral cuts a tiny little bit, but it's not making a hell of a difference. Same at the front, if you hold right at the nose, you're getting a bit of that grip locked into your fingers. But for a bomber style, most of you guys that use a bomber style are middle grippers, so you'll find this is a nice grippy dart for you if you throw 23 gram or 21 gram. 90% tungsten as well, made by Unicorn for John Lowe. They actually got included in his MBE special edition, so it was like the ones he used for his televised 9 darter and these ones, of course. I got these as barrels only from Double Top Darts for a pretty big price of $59.94, so around about that 60 quid mark for barrels only. It might be a wee bit too much, but that's just how it is, I suppose. But I've gave you all the necessary information. In fact, never know, because the length, I've not given you the length and width. The length is 38.1, so that's from here where the point meets the barrel to here where that Harrows stem meets the barrel, and the width at the widest point is 7.9, so that's around about this area here. Now I've gave you all the necessary information, let's get moved over to the board and we'll see how we got on with them. Right guys, here we go. As the throwing section for the John Lowe Phase 2 and 23 gram, also available in 21 gram steel tip. Now for these, obviously I'm a rear gripper, so my grip was like this at first and I wasn't really getting anywhere, so I slightly changed my grip for them and I've changed it to this. So I'm still getting on that grip, which is that shark cut with the elongated cut throughout. Typical bomber shape as well, because it has a bomber dart, of course. Comes as barrels only, so I obviously attached these. And as you can see with the first few visits, I actually threw them not too bad. It goes downhill from here. For a bomber though, it is really well balanced. The grip doesn't slip. It does feel nice in the hand, although I wish it was a wee bit further back, so I wish it came to maybe out here rather than where it is. That would have added that extra bit, feel more natural for me as a rear gripper. So if I was gripping it like this, for example, it would have been ideal with that extra bit of grip. Nonetheless, manufactured and designed for John Lowe. Obviously that's his kind of style. He's kind of something, I don't know how to do his grip, it's kind of something like this, I presume. The stems and flights go really well with the dart as well. I had to add the Harrows Carbon ST in yellow and these flights just simply because I couldn't find my John Lowe flights. Silver points, they did slip out the board a few times at first before I done the throne section, so I did scuff them up a little bit with a piece of sandpaper or my wee pen doodah, my sharpening thing. But nonetheless, cracking dart. Balance for a bomber is ideal. They fly really nicely. Even with a pair of flights, I seem to find fly the best with a bomber dart in my opinion. A nice gold point maybe in there to change up the look. I may add a free flow perhaps. Let me know in the comment section down below what you'd like to see, and these I'll add them and I'll put it in the community section so you can have a look. Nonetheless, Unicorn have done a John Lowe good with this. I don't know about the price of them though, 60 quid for a barrels only set. Nonetheless, Unicorn have done a top notch job. Let's go and get wrapped up. There we go guys, that was my review of the John Lowe Phase 2 in 23 gram. For a bomber dart, they are pretty much perfect for me if I was to throw bombers. At the moment I throw a straight barrel, but I do constantly chop and change. But I am planning on sticking to my customs, the Air Force Ones. Review coming soon. The grip on these is a sharp type grip with that elongated cut. Pretty much perfect for anybody who's looking for grip in the bomber style. I changed the silver points. Personal preference, of course. If you want to keep silver points, that's on you. Personal preference for me is I will be changing these, so let me know in the comment section below what I should put in these, whether I should put a nice gold set of points in there, or should I put some free flows in there. It's entirely up to yourselves. Let me know in the comment section down below. I added obviously this setup as well because it just really goes with the dart in my opinion. In terms of the way they fly for a bomber, fly not bad. The balance point is pretty central, maybe slightly front, but overall cracking set for a bomber. 60 quid though, it's a bit much for a barrels only set, especially since it's, you can pay that for a decent kind of named brand set from anywhere on the manufacturers, which comes with stems and flights. So I know it's a player lab, so it's a developmental barrel, but even then, even a set of Unicorn gripper threes and some John Lowe flights would have sufficed. Nonetheless, cracking set for a bomber. Price point I'm not so keen on, and those silver points I'm also not so keen on. Other than that, the darts are pretty much perfect if you are a bomber thrower. But I've gave you obviously everything I thought of them. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. On the road to 1,300 subscribers. Hopefully we can get there by, I'm going to say February, just to push it. Stay safe out there, and of course, keep on darting.